What's going on, everybody? Just giving y'all my Ravens versus Bengals post-game breakdown. We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot. Ravens beat the Bengals 34-35, 35-34 in the shootout. Man on man, Lamar Jackson, Superman again, 25 for 33, 290, 4 touchdowns. Man, where do I even start? For one, Lamar Jackson has pretty much silenced all the haters, I believe. You can't go into a Instagram comment section and see someone talking about Lamar as much as you used to. Before, you got all the he's a running back, he's this, he's that. Those comments are getting, lesser and lesser each week. Lamar Jackson puts on a show again, as he does every week. He's the heart and soul of this Ravens team. King Henry has 16 carries, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Tylan Wallace, man, from last year running the kickback to beat to beat the Rams at home. He goes 3 catches, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. At this point you have to give him more snaps. Because what he did with just 3 catches today is insane. So you just have to give him more snaps and more opportunities. Mark Andrews, 6 catches, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. He got up to a slow start, but he pretty much, as of late, he came on in the third and fourth quarter. Rashad Bateman, six for 54, 6 catches for 54 yards and 1 touchdown. Zay had 4 catches for 34 yards. Man, this offense is rolling. And the crazy thing about it is we didn't even have Isaiah Likely. We didn't have a lot of our players contributing because Zay only had 34 yards. Bateman only had 54 yards, and we still put up 35 points. So that's what's pretty much a great feeling moving forward. About this offense. The offense doesn't worry me. The offensive line played pretty decent. Ronnie Stanley has been playing great against Henderson. It was a pretty much offensive show on both sides. Now the Bengals, Joe Burrow, 34 for 56, 428 yards, 4 touchdowns. Chase Brown had 13 carries, 42 yards, 1 touchdown. He also had 9 catches, 52 yards. Hudson had 6 catches for 42 yards and 1 touchdown. Jamar Chase had 11 catches, 264 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It's embarrassing. Yes, the Ravens won the game, but that should not happen. That's embarrassing. Brandon Stevens should be benched. I'm sorry. Brandon Stevens should be benched. I've pretty much seen enough. I've seen all I need to see. Moving forward, bench him, please. Because we're not going to go far if he's our starting corner. And what's crazy is to me is Marlon Humphrey is our top paid corner on the roster. Why doesn't he take the assignment of the best team's wide receiver? I'm tired of seeing him shadow wide receiver 2s and wide receiver 3s. No, bro. Get on the best receiver they have. We paying you the big money. Get on the best receiver. Like he was guarding one of the Bengals backup receivers that's in because T. Higgins is out. I'm just like, bro, why are you playing him? And you leave Stevens on Jamar Chase. You leave Nate Wiggins, who's still raw. You leave him on Jamar Chase, and he goes for 264 yards. It's embarrassing. Zachary Orr didn't make any changes at all. And it just it's kind of frustrating because it's when it's like, bro, you clearly see Jamar Chase is cooking all game, and you still leaving Brandon Stevens over there. Jamar Chase should not have 264 yards. It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing for this team. It's embarrassing for everybody. So Brandon Stevens should not be a starting cornerback on our team moving forward. I wouldn't play him anymore. It seems like he can't guard anybody. And at this point, teams are just going after him time and time again. They're just putting their best player on him, which is frustrating because Marlon Humphrey, I don't care what the scheme is. I don't care what defensive call they put in. Marlon Humphrey should guard the opposition's team's best player, bro, on offense. He should guard the best wide receiver, bro. Like, I'm tired of seeing him on wide receiver 2s, wide receiver 3s, and then Brandon Stevens is on a wide receiver 1 and he gets cooked. We pay you the big money. Now go earn your bag. But he also played well tonight. He did get that strip sack when he was on Chase. And then I think I only seen him on Chase 2 or 3 times tonight. When he was on Chase, what did Joe Burrow do? Joe Burrow didn't throw it to Chase. So it's kind of embarrassing. I do think Zachary Orr isn't as ready as people think he is to be a defensive coordinator. We should have kept Matt McDonald. I mean, but that's a whole other story. But the Ravens do sneak out the win. We have 10 days until we play Pittsburgh, which is always a battle between two teams who hate each other. I hate Pittsburgh and they hate us. So, but man, Lamar Jackson has become Superman every week. But this defense has to get it together. Pass rush was pretty decent tonight, but the pass defense is pretty much last. We give up the most points. Like, there's no way. It seems like every team we play, like we'll play one team and shut them down in the first 2 quarters. Third or fourth quarters they go off. Same thing will happen to the Broncos. I think Courtney Sutton had over 100 yards, something close to it. So yeah, it's pretty much embarrassing for this team to give up that many yards and those many touchdowns and since the season started. But we do squeeze out the win. 10 days of rest. Kyle Hamilton is hurt, so hopefully we can get him back up to speed soon. But the Ravens win 35-34. Let me know what y'all think.